All right, hello everybody. So, in the last video I made, it was titled "What is a T-shirt, nigga?" Um, I was pretty much defining what a T-shirt nigga is. In this video, I'm going to elaborate some more in the definition, and I'm going to point out a few disclaimers concerning T-shirt niggas. So, the first thing also is a T-shirt nigga. I already, stated is a thug, or what people say thug, or criminal, bad boy. I put the T-shirt nigga all in the same category, in that one big camp. It's basically the negative stereotype of a black man in the worst way. And I had already talked about the origins of it. But what I didn't say in the last video is that a T-shirt nigga is a black man, usually from ages like an adolescent, like early teenager, like from 12 years old up until about 40 years old. And then you do have some older T-shirt niggas. But most T-shirt niggas usually don't live that long because of the lifestyle they live. Many of them die in their 20s or early 30s, early to mid 30s. They just live that kind of lifestyle. And the older they get, after a while, something's going to happen to them. Either they get gunned down or stabbed or killed by another T-shirt nigga who's up and coming and trying to prove his manhood and whatnot. Or, and of course, if you have that kind of mentality and you're a black man living in America, you're gonna run into the police and they might shoot you down as you see what's going on with all these killings of black men you see, and young black men and black boys. Trayvon Martin, Ferguson, all that you hear about in the news. So, but a T-shirt nigga is a black man. He's an American man. He's not a foreigner. He's not a Jamaican or some other Caribbean with an accent. He's not an African black man with an accent. Even if those guys are thugs, I don't call those guys T-shirt niggas. A Jamaican thug, because there's in the Jamaican culture, you have a lot of thuggish gangster as Jamaican men. But we already have a word for those types. They're called rude boy man. I know that's not a good impersonation of Jamaican accent, but you get my point. So yeah, basically the Jamaican T-shirt nigga is the rude boy that you hear about. There's not too many really African thugs. I mean, the ones that are thuggish are the ones that are still stuck in Africa, from what I'm told from my research. The government, the politicians, the dictators, whatnot, the people still living over there. Most African people who move to the United States, they're not trying to be thuggish in any way. They're trying to just be successful in life. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't appreciate them thinking they're better than us black American people. And I got a video for that in the future concerning that. But a t-shirt nigga, you know, he's American born, American raised. There is an exception. Like, okay, you can be born in another country. You can be born in Jamaica or some other Caribbean country. You could be born in Africa, and you came here. You immigrated here with your parents at a very early age. You was like a baby, or 1 or 2, 3 years old, or 4 years old, and then you grew up here in America, and basically really all you know is American culture. You probably hadn't been back to your original country since you came here, or whatever your situation may be. Okay, so you're basically an American. Now, if for whatever reason, when you grow up and you end up being thuggish, or any of those stereotypical black male traits that we hear about, then yes, you too, you know, have the honor of being a t-shirt nigga as well. But that's rare. You don't really see that happen too much. So like 99.5%, I haven't done the data, but I'm just basing it off of my observation since I coined the phrase t-shirt nigga. 99.5% of the t-shirt niggas are American black men. So that's pretty much that. Now here's the disclaimer that I didn't get into in my last video, and that is, and yes, I've always said black women, black American women, love t-shirt niggas, and they do. That's all they go for. But they're not the only ones. You have some white trash girls who go for t-shirt niggas. You got some white girls who are wiggers. That's the ones who try to act like a ratchet ass black bitch. Of course they go for t-shirt niggas. Then you got some ratchet ass Hispanic Latina female. You know, they too can go for t-shirt niggas also. And I think I've only, the Asian girls, depending on the region of the country you're in, and their actual ethnic background, like their particular culture, depending on which background they come from, some of them also go for t-shirt niggas. Like, for example, Asian women who are Korean, Japanese, and Chinese. I have never seen any of them go for a t-shirt nigga. If they even go for black guys at that. If they go for a black guy, he's not gonna be a t-shirt nigga. Which I'm not mad at that. That's how it should be. But then the Asian women whose background is Laotian, Cambodian, maybe Thai, maybe Filipino, maybe Vietnamese, I'm not for sure, but definitely Laotian and Cambodian. Yes, they go for t-shirt niggas. But when you add up and factor in all the Asian women, they really don't go for t-shirt niggas. You know, so, and any non-black woman that goes for a t-shirt nigga is trash anyway. And, you know, they have men in their race or their family, their brothers, their dad, or whatever. They try to tell them that this is part of the control and trying to, you know, not have these non-black women go for us. They try to influence them and make them conform. They try to tell them, hey, don't go for the black guy, he's trash. If you go for a black guy, that makes you trash too. Do you want to be trash? Okay, well, don't go for the black guy. And that's what these people tell them. Their social constructs within their own culture. That's what they do. But I submit that you shouldn't just base it on the whole race of men. If you go for the T-shirt nigga type of black guy, then yes, you are trash. But if you just go for a black guy, a decent, regular black guy, that does not make you trash. If you go for me, you're not trash. But this racist society that we live in tells them that, oh, well, you're with a black guy, you're trash. I'm not trash. You're the one that has trashy thinking for even trying to tell her that. You're the one that's trash, not me. I'm not a t-shirt nigga. Okay? So that's basically it. That's what I wanted to tell you. And I'm gonna start using t-shirt nigga because, you know, many of you've probably never heard that word before. Only I came up with that word. I used to live in Tennessee. I now live in LA. I'm originally from Orange County, and then I moved back here from Tennessee after I finished my education. So you actually have certain people in Tennessee who use the terminology t-shirt nigga. And I'm telling you right now, it came from me. And the group of people that I used to run with, I said that word, I used it and reused it, and I kept saying, I said it enough times that it became part of the vocabulary of conversation, especially when you saw a t-shirt nigga. And t-shirt niggas are very prevalent down south. So you're, that's a t-shirt nigga, you know, that like that. And it came from me. That's what I called it. I didn't care if anyone else said what I said, but other people started saying what I was saying too. I'm like, okay, all right, good. I'm still gonna say it. And I came back to Cali, and I used that terminology. And I'm like, well, since I created a word, a phrase, I might as well bring it to YouTube. And that's my phrase. That's what I say, you know. So that's what a t-shirt nigga is. So that's pretty much all I got to say. I'm about to go in this grocery store, and I'm coming back with another video later on. You guys have a good night.